So we may have dodged a major bullet when it comes to 8 inches of ice, but Kentuckiana is covered, as you can see, with a blanket of snow, upwards of 8 inches in some areas, more in others. It's a live look at Metro Louisville right now. It looks more like a snow globe if you think about it. Most of the ice has moved through, but we do have another round of snow coming on the way. That's actually Scottsburg there, but again, looks like this perfect little North Pole town.
Yeah, a lot of people are waking up to scenes like that, everybody, and we hope that you'll send us your photos, and we do hope that you continue to stay safe throughout this weather impact alert day as we do brace for the next round of the winter storm. We've got team coverage for you all across Kentuckiana. Jim Stratman is at Public Works, Gabriel Gonzalez in Southern Indiana, and Reed Yaden is on the road in South Louisville.
So we want to start with the science of it all. Meteorologist Mallory Schnell with us as we look at what's, we mentioned more snow is coming. So let's start with what's going on out there right now, Mallory, and what's on the way.
Good morning, everyone. That's right. We are not done with this winter storm just yet. We do remain under this winter storm warning that you're seeing here on the map here in the blue, all of Kentuckiana here until 7 o'clock this evening. That does not mean we'll be seeing snow until 7 o'clock this evening, but that means we could be dealing with the impacts through at least 7 o'clock this evening. Now, taking a look at the Max HD radar, we did have some lighter precipitation amounts overnight. We were in what was called a dry slot of this system, so we were dealing with some freezing drizzle out there. That created maybe a crunch to some of the snow and icy glaze in some spots, but thankfully accumulations remained lower. However, we're already starting to see some of that transition, at least on the radar here. I'll have to get some ground truth, but back over to snow, especially west of 65 at this time, and we are expecting more snow showers basically on the backside of this area of low pressure. So this system as a whole continues to march off to the east, bringing some heavy snowfall around the Washington, D.C. area, rain down to Atlanta and the deep south, and we still have that wraparound moisture and cold air on the way for us. Temperature-wise, we're in the 20s and lower 30s this morning, feeling like the teens in some spots, and we are expecting those winds to stay gusty today. Coming in from the northwest, gusting anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour, and that's going to keep those wind chills in the teens for many of us for your Monday. So Futurecast showing that freezing drizzle this morning. I think it's a little slow with that changeover, but we are expecting that changeover back over to snow showers, an additional 1 to 3 inches possible, slightly higher amounts in areas like Seymour, North Vernon, Madison, as well as we head throughout the day today. Quieter conditions by the afternoon and evening. But now let's get you out to the roads. We'll take a look at traffic with meteorologist Sam Gabrielli.
Yeah, Mallory, good morning. Our roadways are staying either completely or partially snow covered, but in the metro, it looks like crews did a pretty good job overall. Just healthy reminder, of course, roadways will always be a little bit in worse condition, especially outside the city limits. Here's actually a quick look at the roads in the metro. So the upper left portion of your screen, that's actually a live look at Poplar Level Road towards the Waterson Expressway. The upper right portion of your screen, all those little traffic panels, those are in southern Indiana. So again, it will be slow going in a couple of locations. We do have a reported crash there just north of the Lincoln and Kennedy bridges. And there's your overall drive times. Again, some reduced speeds. As notice, we are averaging only a speed there of around 40 miles an hour on 64 eastbound as we make your way towards the Knobs in southern Indiana this morning. So I'll be continue to watch the roads. It's going to be slow going in a lot of spots. Please make sure you slow down. Make sure you limit your time between you and the vehicle in front of you, and just don't take risks. And if you don't need to be anywhere, please just stay inside and wait this out.
Solid advice. I have a feeling that we're going to hear that more here in the next few minutes. Kentucky road crews have been active throughout the night clearing roads.
We are joined on the phone by Morgan Woodrum from the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet now. Morgan, good morning to you. A very long night for your team. Let's talk about what's going on right now for KYTC. What's the work look like?
Yeah, good morning. So our crews have been working around the clock since 4 a.m. yesterday. We are continuing to monitor, treat, and clear the roadways as needed. Currently, we are only seeing wet pavement, which is pretty much passable at this point. Of course, there are a few trouble areas. We are reminding the public to avoid all non-essential travel if possible. However, if you do need to hit the road, make sure you take it slow, as you guys have mentioned. Have an emergency car kit with you in case you should get stuck. And we are also encouraging the public to go to ky.ky.gov for any information regarding road conditions or outage information. And please don't tie up the lines by calling KSP or law enforcement or dispatchers.
Yeah, that's some very good advice. And I know you're a very busy woman right now. We can hear the other calls beeping in. But what are some of the other, what are some of the biggest issues that you're seeing right now?
So right now, of course, black ice would be one of the bigger issues. The interstates are pretty much passable, but those side roads may still be a little bit hazardous. So definitely take it easy if you head out this morning. Again, drive slow and give yourself plenty of following distances.
All right, Morgan, thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we appreciate your crews and all of the work that they've been doing. We're glad you're joining us this morning. We do continue to check on power outages that are going up a little bit here this morning. The LG&E KU map now shows 20,000 customers without power right now. That's about 6,000 more than an hour ago. The most in our area are in Hardin County, where there are 2,700 outages this hour. 1,100 Jefferson County customers without power now. So again, a slight increase. We're going to be joined by LG&E to talk about those outages in the next half hour of GMK.
So far, thank you for the work you've done is one of the biggest things that we can say this morning to these road crews. I want to get you out to Jim Stratman right now at Metro Public Works. Jim, we know the Metro Snow Team has been putting in work on the roads overnight. They've had a plan in place, and really not a lot of cities do it better than them. What are you seeing out there with them?
No, I mean, we were just chatting off camera a couple of minutes ago about how these guys have been through this for years. They've gone through many different snowstorms. They have a plan. They know how to get this job done. You can see right behind me, this is the snow map where we're taking a look at how crews are doing. So all the green you see means that they've salted the roads. All the purple you see salted and plowed at least once. And so they've handled the first couple of waves very well. I want to bring in Barry Clyde. And Barry, we talked about the first couple of waves already, but we can see back here there is more coming at this point. So it's preparing for round 3 that you guys are really in that stage of at this point.
Yes, we're monitoring the weather right now. We're kind of expecting anywhere from maybe 1 to 3 inches by the forecast. So we've got guys that are already out, currently plowing and salting the roads as they from the previous. And once this new wave comes in, we'll just continue the same process as going through all of our 110 routes of salting and plowing.
There we go. And when we talk about how we've gone through 2 rounds already, something important to note, I mean, these crews are out here with us. You're driving in, you know how bad it is out there. Well, they're taking the brunt of that too. And so when things break down, which they do, I mean, you have even more people back here getting these plows back fixed up and ready to get out on the roads again.
Yes, we have our fleet services, which has been doing a great job over the last couple of days. We've had probably somewhere between 50 and 60 breakdowns. And the turnaround's been, I'd say, within a couple hours is what I'm understanding of getting those trucks back on the road. So that's been a great benefit to us. That way we can continue keeping the roads plowed and salted without getting behind.
Exactly. And so the crews back here helping the crews out there on the roads, which is why we have a map that looks like this right now. We'll be checking back in with Metro Public Works a little bit later on this morning as well. Eric, Grace.
Jim, thank you. And from Metro Louisville over to Scottsburg, which is where Gabriel Gonzalez is this morning. How are things shaping up a little bit to the north of Louisville, Gabe?
Hey, good morning, Grace and Eric. So as you can tell probably from the camera, it is still coming down. We've been out here for about an hour now and it hasn't really let up. It's definitely not as hard as it was yesterday, maybe even overnight, but it's still coming down. Let me show you what it looks like from a plowed road to an unplowed road. This is in downtown Scottsburg in the square. The road right here, definitely plowed. We've seen plows on this road. We've also seen some residents on this road, but you are under a red travel warning here in Scottsburg, so you are not allowed to travel unless you are in an emergency vehicle. So if you are traveling, get home, stay warm, stay safe. We are also in front of City Hall, as you can tell right here. Now, lots of city halls, including in Jeffersonville, including here in Scottsburg, they're going to be closed today for obvious reasons for this snow day. Now, also, check in with your trash and your recycling because a lot of those are postponed today as well. We will continue to be out here all morning monitoring these conditions and just kind of giving you an update at what you can expect here in Scottsburg. We will be the first people to let you know. Reporting live in Scottsburg, Gabriel Gonzalez, WHAS11 on your side.
Gabe, thank you. This is a perfect time to download the WHAS11 News app. That's where our weather impact team is sending alerts as conditions change. You can also check out live forecast updates after GMK in the WHAS11 Plus app.
Mallory Gabe mentioned the snow is coming down still, but is it coming down still, or is it starting to come down again on that next wave?
Yeah, we're seeing that next wave. Now, if you are in southern Indiana, you might have seen snow continue overnight, whereas in the Louisville metro area and throughout Kentucky, we had more of that freezing drizzle and a bit of a break in the higher bands of precipitation. But that wraparound, it's starting for many of us. It's going to increase in coverage throughout the morning. So expect an additional 1 to 3 inches of snowfall. We'll take a look at that hour by hour and 7-day forecast coming up here in a few minutes.
All right, Mallory, thank you as always. Hey, we're getting a look now at Bullitt County and how the storm is affecting roads there. That area looks a little bit more dicey than what we've seen in other places. We're going to check in when we come back right here on GMK.